Hey guys, it's Chris and welcome back for another Wednesday writing video, and today we're going to talk about some writing exercises that will really help you become a better writer. First off, let me just say that reading actually helps you become a better writer. Read a lot of novels, especially in the genre you're writing in or whatever. You're going to start to see things, you're going to see styles, you're going to see how they're setting things up, you're going to see showing versus telling, all the things we talked about before. But anyway, other than that, here's some actual specific tips and some writing exercises that will help you become a better writer. And if anybody is new here, my name is Chris and I am working on the third draft of my debut novel, The Crimson God. So I've been doing writing videos every Wednesday to share some of the things I've learned over the past couple years writing this book. And I will be going into the publishing process as well. Everything related to publishing and writing and all that good stuff, I will be doing videos on. So if you're interested in that type of thing, as well as talking about some of your favorite shows such as The Witcher, The Mandalorian, the upcoming House of the Dragon, Game of Thrones prequel, be sure to subscribe to get everything and click that notification bell so you're notified when I drop a new video. So anyway, with all that said, let's jump right in. Number one exercise to become a better writer: read it out loud. Or better yet, let your word processor, if it has that functionality, read it to you. I found out it really helps to hear your own writing out loud, whether you're reading it yourself. I think it's a little bit better to have somebody read it to you. Or again, what I do, I write in Word because it has a voice synthesizer or whatever. It's a robot voice, but I can hear it read my own writing, and it really starts to point out lots of things, and you find things that you would not simply find just kind of skimming through your own words, reading it in your head. First of all, it will really help you to kind of hear, your own style and kind of the flow of it and everything, but it really will help your pacing as well as kind of fix clunky dialogue and all that type of stuff as well, because you're hearing it out loud and you're going, yeah, that doesn't sound so good, or that sounds great, that sounds realistic. So either way. Number two, create character profiles. Really come to understand your characters and who they are by creating character profiles. Now personally, I haven't done real hefty character profiles, but this is something you can do, especially when you're having like a writer's block moment, or you don't really feel like working on the main novel or whatever it may be. Work on your actual characters, because the more you understand your own characters, the more you're going to understand how they're going to react to certain situations, how they're going to speak, all that good stuff. So for an example, you want to write a character profile on your MC or your main character, or if you have, 2 or 3 or 4 main characters or whatever. And when I say character profile, don't just write their physical description, write their hopes and dreams, their fears, their, personality traits, all that stuff. Really come to understand your characters and who they are at their core, and that's going to help determine and shape how they would react in the story. So that in itself is a good writing exercise, but on top of that, when you have these character profiles, so when you go to write your actual story, you can go back and reference these character profiles and you know exactly how they would feel, react, or say in a particular situation. So for an example from The Crimson Gods, I have a character named Cyric, and he's kind of cocky, he's kind of brash, he can be kind of an asshole at times. So here's a little scene between him and his best friend Amari. "So what shall we do, brother?" Amari asked. "Ethan seems to have your best interest at heart. I have only known you for 13 years. He's known you for what, a few hours at best?" He noticed Amari cutting his eyes at the man, only to see him wearing his usual smile. "What can we do but wait, Doc? And what the hell is that supposed to mean?" he snapped back at him. So in this situation, without getting into too many details, this new guy's here kind of in the picture, and Amari doesn't trust the guy. Cyric is kind of taken to him, and Amari's kind of noticing this and getting a little bit jealous, I guess you could say, but he doesn't trust the guy because he came out of nowhere. He's kind of mysterious. And Cyric, in this case, because he is kind of cocky and brash, he's going to kind of stand up and kind of be argumentative in this situation. So anyway, maybe not the best example, but just trying to give you a feel for what I'm talking about. If you know your characters, you know how they're going to react in a situation. And number three, take a short scene from one of your favorite movies and write it. So essentially what you're doing is taking some short scene. It doesn't have to be long. It could be just a little paragraph for that matter, the beginning of a scene, but you're reverse engineering a screenplay, and that's a good way to think about writing a novel. So you want to take that scene, you want to paint a picture with words, you want to use dialogue, and if you get someone to read it and they recognize the movie, you're probably getting somewhere. So for the sake of this video, I wrote a quick little paragraph on a movie scene that I love, one of my all-time favorite movies. Let me know in the comments if you know what this movie is. "He walked in grateful to escape the sands outside. He had never seen so many different types of beings in one place. Tall, short, hairy. Some smoked their pipes alone, some laughed among themselves, but they were all drinking. The band swayed in unison, playing their horns. The upbeat song didn't match the grim outlook of the situation. They had to get off this planet." His companion came in behind him and scanned the room, seemingly noticing the diverse cast as well. The old man who had entered before him was already at the bar among them, looking for passage. "Hey," the bartender pointed at him, "we don't serve their kind here." So maybe not the best example, but we'll see. Let me know in the comments if you know what that movie scene is, or at least the beginning of it. Writing tip number 4, describe a setting only using your senses. So pick a setting and only describe it using your senses, and don't tell us what that setting is. For example, if you pick a fair, don't tell us it's a fair, just describe the fair using sight, sound, taste, touch, and smell. So in this particular example, you're going to hear crowd noise, kids, laughter. You may smell pizza and hot dogs and food. You'll probably see flashing lights and spinning wheels. You get the idea. You'll really be surprised how trying to paint a picture with words as far as senses really helps your writing. And number 5, work from your own damn memories. Think back in your life to a scene or something that happened that may have been pretty emotional or even really impacted your life in a big way. And then write that scene as a first-person narrative as if you're the protagonist. This can really give you insight into your characters and the situations they're in, and it's also going to make your story feel more authentic because it is. You know, keeping it real. So try those tips out. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know what that movie scene was as well. And you can click right over here for more writing videos. And if you dig what I do here, please give these videos a like, comment, and share. Consider joining our Patreon community and become a beta reader for the Crimson Gods. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.